Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Two Worlds 2 on our Game Master Darius. You might notice that we're back in Hatmandar. That is because I wanted to test out a couple of things, and I want to also go over a little bit of what I've been doing this past, 2 hours since I had last ended the last video. So, I had regressed to the point where I was basically the equivalent of like level 5 or something, 3, maybe 4. Like, all of my skills are down to 0, or as close to 0 as can be. But most importantly, my lockpicking is down to 0. Well, level 1. Now, what was the point of this? Because I wanted to test something. Are you still here? Alright. So, this was pointed out that master lockpicks are going to be basically impossible save for, like, tassing. And yeah, no, it's a pretty good chance of never, ever getting this. Because I can't even get past a full rotation. Also, getting hit sucks. So if I want to lockpick that home anytime soon, I'm gonna wanna... Yeah. Also, another thing I had discovered, and I only realized this after, like, way too many guards. Like, look at my money. Well, okay, I had to regress like 10 times, which took out a good chunk of my money, but still, I was sitting pretty at like 85k, and that was off of pretty much just slaying guards, selling their executioner swords. And I got a lot of steel for it and all that fun stuff. Most of it I've used for my armor again because I'm a fool that doesn't actually stick to his guns of what he said. But most importantly, you don't get any experience points for the guards. None whatsoever. You don't get 100, you don't get like 1,000, you get none. So yeah, slaying the guards is purely out of profit. Hey. There was one other thing I wanted to quickly show off because I liked it. And it might be something... I kind of like it, but at the same time, I don't know if I like it enough to keep on investing in it. So with how I currently am equipped, and yes, this place has no guards at the moment, I can summon 4 Death Knights. And they will randomly have different weapons on them. Some swords, some halberds, sometimes they'll have short bows on them. And it's all pretty fantastic. Thing is though, they get in the way a lot. Like, they're good for large groups, but if you're trying to get down on one individual and you suddenly got them in a position where you could just auto kill them with your sword, yeah, one of them will just bop them with an axe or something, and the target will stand right back up, and you're like, oh. Not to mention, this is rather menacing. I mean, sure, I could find some black armor and have a whole, like, Death Knight motif going on for me, but this is a little much. Maybe a little much for me. Anyways, that's pretty much what I've been doing, and what I'll probably continue doing for a little bit. Again, since I had spent the money, I might as well... Well, I might just respec anyways, just so as I can less focus on magic. Like I was saying I was going to. Because this would be like an extra 3 skill points. And I full on do not remember what else I had spent points in. I hope regression didn't get rid of my skill points from simply doing shit. Just realizing that. Also, I might get rid of Trapper. Because I barely use it. Even hunting guards, barely use it. Anyways, yeah. Be back with the main story in a bit. So I was running around a little bit trying to run away from the law, and I found that the law is actually trying to run. Look at this guy.
Run, you fool!
From what? Like I was approaching from this direction and he's just running. His name's Zine the Coward. And unless there's something behind this door which leads back to town, I don't know what the hell he's running from.
It's me.
Warthog. Ooh. Secrets? Oh, this is okay, I think this was the path that I used to get around having to do the whole shenaniganry. Bad kitty. Also notice my armor is more shiny, golden even. That's because apparently breaking into houses is far more lucrative than I gave it credit for. Yeah, if you don't mind having to chop down the occasional guard every so often. Turns out there's quite a bit that you can loot from places if there happen to be people in there. Unfortunately, I think it also extends your crime weight quite a bit. Because I was waiting around for like 5 minutes and there were still guards coming at me in Chesnadar. Not Chesnadar. No. Yes, Chesnadar. And crap it doesn't extend out to here though. I did notice something weird though. And yes, I got a lot of loot that I still need to sell from the murder. Okay, so yeah. All the merchants sell gear that is equivalent to your level. So if you don't quite like the look of your current armor, assuming you haven't been beefing it up like I had been, you can just buy a set of armor that has the same color scheme that you like. That said, I've already pumped a lot into my gloves and my boots, so yeah, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Sell. Got a bunch of these. Sell. No, don't sell that amulet. This game really does need a confirm sell button because can't tell you how many times I was so close to just accidentally selling gear I'm using. But yeah, it is surprisingly lucrative to go around and rob houses in this game. Like I got all this in various houses. Ooh. Increase weight capacity, gemstone. Oh, this one has a gemstone too. I nearly didn't notice. But yeah, I couldn't help but notice that some places you can sell the Executioner Blade for 500.
Be sure to come again next week to see our new stock.
And then, like, if you find a citizen, quote unquote, you're not a citizen. Are you a citizen? Or shopkeep? Yeah, it's weird. It's dependent. It's entirely dependent on who it is that you're trying to sell it to. Which I guess makes sense, but I've gone to a weapon shop to try to sell the Executioner Blade. See? Freaking nearly 1,000 gold from these guys. I can't complain. It's a massive profit. Oh, and the unenhanced Stalwart Zweihander is also the same. Housed. I mean, I guess some of this has been leveled up, but none of it's... Well, okay. I was gonna be like, none of it's as good as mine, and then I looked at mine and was like, oh yeah, that's right. Mine's plus 18. Base 30. Well, look at this. It's just a stick. Actually, I don't want to sell the hammers, because the hammers I can... God damn it. The hammers I can break down for quite a bit of money. It's a whole lot of, do I need to break this down? Do I want to break this down? Should I bother with breaking this down? Because, like, this will give me steel. So that'll give me less steel, but these hammers give me 3 steel. So what is this one? Occult damage. It's just a dagger? Yeah, I'll sell it. I sold my old dagger, so this is currently my best one. That said, again, I don't exactly do a whole lot of sneak attacking. Increase my max load. A lot of increased max load ones. Yeah, I'll just sell the rest. That sweet, juicy money. Elegant Mincer, I really didn't need to, but might as well. Man, it's kind of weird that none of these places sell just the freaking... God damn. Sorry. No one just sells the freaking gemstones. They always only sell it, like, through having it in an item. Which is a little annoying sometimes. Speaking of annoying, chainmail. That's annoying. You can only seem to find it on knights, some knights armor and mercenary armor.
Right here and right now.
Anyways. Yes, fuse. Oh yeah. So these are my current stats now. I went back to basically having 1 int. And pumped up the rest of my strength and endurance because strong. I got rid of some of these other skills that I didn't find that useful. Like the Radial Barrage is nice, but Battle Cry can deal damage and have a chance to stun people. That's heckin' good. Kick to knock people down. If you have a sword, you can insta kill them. Retribution, always good. Thrust Strike, I've tried to make work, but they always seem to step back the second that you press the attack button for that. My crafting skills are back up to snuff. These need to be level. Oh yeah, I got a skill point from all the lockpicking I did. And the only thing I did for stealthing again is lockpicking. No archery. No points in magic-y stuff. Is but battle. Man, how I wish I could, though. So, for the most part, it might just... For the time being, until I figure out what the frick I'm actually doing with this character anymore. Probably just going to keep on pumping into the, words, things, stuff. Either battle skills, or these general skills, rather, or something, I'm not sure. I'm running out of things to pump things into. But yeah. That's pretty much it. I suppose I could go back to where level's relatively appropriate for me. Being of equal level to everything.
Watch it, friend.
Feels weird. Seriously, I spent so long doing nothing but myrtleizing some dudes. And most of these are useless. Still got my red booties. Ooh, that shield has something. Looks like electrical resistance? Electrical. You know what I mean. Of course. Of course. I get a new set of armor that looks snazzy. And then find another set of armor that's, not only better, that's pretty much it. It's pretty much better. I find it weird that some of these armor sets you can't seem to, what's the word I'm looking for? Hear it. Motif, what motif? Red and black, I've gone evil. There we go. But no, some of the armor sets have just, you can't seem to not increase, but to dye. That's the word. You can't dye the armor sets. Why did that take me so long to try to remember? 2 and 5. I just need it to be better by a little bit to justify the purchase. Alright. 2 and 5. That's all it needed. Well, that was a complete change in attire. Alright, what was my quest? I had several quests. I had this, which I couldn't do because I can't yet get into the place. I think what I need to do is go to the Lion's Den. Well, let's do that really quickly. Get some NPC dialoguing out of the way. Not that some of the NPC dialogue in this isn't so incredibly insightful half the time. But I'm a man that enjoys my action in his action RPGs. How do you enter this place? This is the Lion's Den, right? No. I know my way around the town, he said, not knowing at all the way around the town. Stashy. I think I have poked around here, but I have not ever gone into it. Oh boy. You're gonna want me to do some stupid stuff for an audience with this dude, aren't you?
What do you want?
I'd like to come in. Here you got the best dice games in town.
Yes. Do you have a membership card?
Damn it.
No.
This is a members-only house. Scram!
How do I become a member?
You meet Mr. Lexington's approval. And you ain't yet.
May I speak with him?
Do you have an appointment?
No. Do I need one?
Yes. Now piss off, before I have to violently remove you from the premises.
5 minutes. I'll be in and out in no time.
Since you're gonna be a pest, I'll go in and tell him you're here. And don't try to come in. I got eyes in the back of my fucking skull.
Or at the least you will once I punch your face in.
Am I interrupting?
No.
George, we've spoken about this.
This guy here says,
Mr. Lexington, I presume.
You presume correctly. And to what do I owe this pleasantry?
I was hoping for a moment of your time.
We shall speak in my office. Follow me.
Follow me, yes.
You're wasting my time. You've earned my attention. Congratulations.
Your doorman didn't do much to keep me out.
Oh, you've had my attention since Hatmandor. But no matter. I'm much more concerned with the present. I can't imagine you'd be foolish enough to think you could hurt me here. So, I must assume your intentions are of a more fiduciary nature.
I'm looking for a man named Kenneth, a mage.
Easy enough. He's sitting in the lounge as we speak. But if you're here to spill blood, I implore you to reconsider. That is, if you wish to walk out of here alive.
I just want to speak with him.
I'm afraid the lounge is accessible to members only, and the waiting list is very long. But there are always shorter ways.
Such as?
There is one thing you might be able to help me with. What level of devilry are you willing to undertake?
You know, I'm just wondering just how much devilry we're talking here.
Anything you want, Mr. Lexington. I'm your man.
we will see, won't we? Here's what I'd like you to do. New Ashos has recently opened harbor for a few of my competitors. Nothing wrong with a little honest competition, as long as I'm the one with the swords. But last week, some prick who thinks awfully highly of himself beat one of my best croupiers into a coma. I suggest giving him a lesson in manners.
A permanent lesson?
Heavens, no. I only want you to speak with him. Not everyone sees me as a callous brute, you know. I do much to protect my image. Besides, some things are better done in the dark.
So why me?
You're a new face. There are boundaries in New Ashos a reputable man doesn't cross, nor do his men. But since you're not one of my employees, nobody's likely to recognize you. The man's name is Sam Mangano. Sammy the Bull, some call him.
Consider it done.
I won't lie, 100% thought that these guys, which I don't know if it's something with my shoes or something, with them being so short. Maybe they're hunched. Point is, I 100% thought that there were statues while I was walking in here.
Life is meaningless and full of pain.
Wow. You certainly know how to hold a grudge, George.
Not that. I don't care about you. It's my little niece, Annette.
Did something happen to your niece?
Only my failure as an uncle. I promised her no man would ever harm her. But now...
Someone hurt your niece?
Annette's young. And she was a member of the Black Rose. You've heard of them.
So she escorted men on dates. From what I hear, it's not as lewd as everyone makes it sound.
That's right. Black Rose is the boss's place, in part. And though he likes his auras, he's a man of class, not a pimp.
Respectable.
The most the girls are required to do is flirt. Harmless. And abroad, they make lovely, intelligent companions. They can dance, hold a conversation. In many ways, it's a prestigious job for one of Annette's station. But this Count Lester, he's a rotten fruit. Thought his money guaranteed him a little something extra. When Annette refused, he left her with a few broken teeth. Now she's useless to the Rose. Even tried poisoning herself out of guilt. It's bad.
You say the bastard's behind us. Anything I can do to help?
Now that's a surprise. No. I made a vow and I plan to keep it myself.
You're going to take on a nobleman alone?
Not just take him in. Turn his guts into dog food. He'll be at a picnic today with his men outside the city. A ripe time to have his throat cut.
I mean, I'm all down for thwarting down the nobility.
That's suicide. Seriously, you need my assistance.
Do I? Why's that?
His men will be trained to thwart assassination attempts. You need to be more subtle. What kind of poison did Annette intend to use to commit suicide?
No, I don't know. Something generic? A colorless, odorless liquid. You mean to tell me you poison a man you don't even know?
If it means earning a favor from you, you bet I will.
I'm gonna go poison a bitch. Things I didn't think I'd say as a heavily armored individual. Like, just right outside? It's a shame there's a massive goddamn wall between me and the outside. I'm gonna really quickly do this quest if I can. Count Lester, of course, he's a count. You can count on him being dead in a couple of minutes.
Save that for later.
Hello. go away. Yeah, I love when you can't use force on everything. How do I scare you away? What are you indicating is terrible right here? Oh, I probably have to do one of these. Teehee. Where I am drink. Is it in the picnic basket? I hope I didn't just toss it over. Where the hell is he? A vintage bottle that I've apparently knocked over. It doesn't even indicate that I can do anything with it. Unless it's a thing that's in my inventory that I now have to poke around with. Crystal clear mixture? Ah. Left the poison on the table. Vacate. Excuse me. Pardon me. Tee-hee-hee.
Enjoy the meal, your lordship.
Lester's about to drink it. I want to see him drink it. Yes.
Your lordship! That guy heated this!
It's me.
You know, they won't know that I did it if you're dead. Wait, you can block me screaming ah? Weirdos. I kick. See? Super effective. Well, I did the gerb. There's that. Nope. Ashos Adventure? George's problem, that's it. Hey, George. Did you solid? I didn't even have to go to Mr. Lexington's old buddy Opalo chum.
So, did our friend the Count lose his bowels in the end? Or did you get him before he ate?
He's as cold as the dirt they'll bury him in.
Well, I don't know about that. New Ashos thus far has seemed to favor sea burial for the upper class, but I have a feeling in my gut Yathlin won't be too kind with this one.
Help Annette. She needs you right now.
I know. Soon we're gonna get off this rock. She's all I have. And she has no future here. I think I owe you something for what you've done.
Payment was never part of the plan.
I insist. Never thought I'd say this, but you're not half bad. Don't ever hesitate to call in a favor.
Give my best to your niece.
She'll be most welcoming. Good day.
Hey. Can you just let me in?
My thanks.
Darn it. Because the favor I would have assumed would have just been, hey, buddy, you want to just let me into the place? Because that'd be lovely. But I'm going to go ahead, call an episode here. When we return, I guess I gotta speak with this Mango guy. And see about, I don't know, shady ventures and business. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you are all enjoying the series as much as I'm enjoying playing it. And as always, I hope to see you folks in the next video. Take care. Cheers.